Black Market News, your worldwide weed price guide. Welcome to Black Market News, the podcast with your worldwide weed price guide and other illegal topics with your host, me, Harvey O. Today's episode is brought to you by Misfortune Cookie. That's misfortunecookie.ca, where you can get the cookie that roasts your friend or anybody in your family or you might know. Maybe someone you don't know and don't like. Send them some fortune cookies with some chocolate dipped on them with some nice little roasting joke. Keep them on their toes. That's misfortunecookie.ca. You can find them on Instagram and Facebook. And they ship worldwide or deliver in Kelowna, Canada. Thanks to Misfortune Cookies for supporting BMN Podcasts. Contact Black Market News if you'd like to hear your business or organization being advertised on the show. Get started on January 28th. We had a 24-year-old Serbian man walked into a gas station in Bratislava to rob it. He succeeded but earned an extra reward for his theft. He got a blowjob from a 36-year-old Czech woman that distracted him long enough for the cops to arrive. That was the dirtiest trick in the book. If you weren't aware, that's why it's called a trick, not a treat. On January 30th, Australia legalized CBD oil for over-the-counter sales, but they believe it will be almost 6 months before plants are grown and you
smoke too much sativa!
And product is approved for consumption. They are only going to allow up to 150 milligrams per day per person to be purchased. Pharmacists are already stereotyping what kind of customers will start to frequent their stores. So, if you want to go be judged, you can go buy some CBD in the store, which is good for pain. And if you're an older person needing pain or, having joint trouble or something like that, and you're not a weed smoker, and that's really kind of shitty that these doctors would treat you like this, or pharmacists, sorry doctors. The U.S. Coast Guard Navy came to shore with over 11,000 pounds of cocaine and 9,000 pounds of cannabis that was seized between October and December of 2020. It was reported that it came from Central and South America. So if any cartels or friends of them want to chime in and let me know if they skim some off the top, Twitter at BMNPod or BMNPod@gmail.com. Let me know how much they really took from you. Let's see if the numbers match up. See, in February the 3rd, New Mexico has marijuana legalization bills coming from both Republicans and Democrats. With legalization coming so far ahead, the stock market is trading in cannabis, and they're putting out articles to discourage against certain organizations, from which trades to stock and which ones not to. And I really don't know if you've learned anything or paid attention to the Wall Street bets and GameStop situation, but how these hedge funds, they will just manipulate markets. And the mainstream media and the apps or businesses that trade stocks are in these people's pockets. They're the people who fund them. So they're working for them. If you're in the cannabis stock business or a broker, you have stock for sale, let me know, contact me. Let's tell the people the truth. Let's hear what the actual workers have to say. Exclusive. We're talking exclusive. Exclusive. This week I want to talk about burner accounts. You need to, if you're going to be in the black market, you're going to be selling or buying, even if you just want to stay anonymous with your information, because all cell phones and computers now, they save all your information. So you need to start with a cell phone, go to Walmart or somewhere, get you a cheap phone, even a flip phone with something under $50, get you a prepaid. And when you do this, sign it up. You need to start a new email. You don't put your real name in there, obviously. It's kind of like when I was a younger kid, when we first had the internet in the late 90s, mid 90s, I guess. they had usernames everywhere. We didn't use our real names. This like Facebook and stuff. You don't put your real name on here, and that's why people now get scammed. They get their money stolen. Someone tries to steal my bank account with the 20 fake names I have out there. Good luck. I actually had someone recently try to take my unemployment benefits in Washington State. I guess they had a big scandal. But the funny thing was that they had my real name, and they made up an email address with my real name. But unfortunately, that's not connected to any of my other information. So in both ways, it still works. Even when you use a burner account and someone gets your real name, they don't have your real phone number connected to that name or anything. They have no way to get up with you as a real person. So it's just protecting yourself on both ends. It can be hard to remember. So, I'd suggest getting you a little piece of paper or something. Write down your burner email or your fake name, your username. You could do like Dale. My name is Rusty Shackelford. There's a lot of things that you can protect yourself with when you're online. A lot of things they can charge you with. But it's really easy to protect your information when you're giving them fake information. And you have no obligation to give these companies or corporations or ad businesses your real information. You have to remember there's already a lot of people who do this. There's, certain cultures who already usually go by a slang name or another term instead of what they would call their Christian name. And a lot of people in these groups and younger crowd, the little Xans and Lil Waynes, and like I say, with their aliases, every one of them were signed up to vote this year. All those fake people. Facebook signed them up to vote.
You smoke too much stevia.
Our next segment is black market toys. Black market toys are awesome, can be. Some are awesome. Some are Funko Kurt Cobain with authentic signature. Just so you know, Funko's first appearance to the market was in 2010. Kurt supposedly shot himself in April of 1994. He was shot. We just don't know. Maybe they had a medium channel him in and do his authentic signature. I don't know. Who knows? They have technologies beyond my belief. Then there comes complete bangers like Dr. Photograph on Instagram. You go to his page, he's got a lot of funny stuff. Some of my favorites here are the Joe Exotic Bengal Tiger print condoms, tiger print condoms, and Bernie Sanders book. Its title is "You Could Have Had a Bad Bitch." And then the Kicking and Screaming DVD cover with Trump's face over Will Ferrell just makes me chuckle every time. And the PS2 True Crime Streets of Scranton with Michael Scott on the front, or excuse me, Agent Scarn. Oh, that's a fucking banger, man. You can't go wrong with that ever. This toy isn't illegal, but I found them through research. They're called canned sea turtles and canned polar bear meat or for sale online. I originally searched this looking for under the table segment information, trying to see what kind of meats you had for sale. But the joke was on me. Turns out there's stuffed animal in the can. Like you buy a can and inside of it, it says polar bear, and then you open it up and it's a little stuffed polar bear. But giving a kid a can of sea turtle meat or bald eagle meat is just, traumatically funny. They do have a canned bat, but I'd suggest with the current situation, not to give that one to kids these days. Hitler's toilet seat. A U.S. soldier in World War II took Hitler's toilet seat, all right? This is the kind of black market goods I want to hear about. Who's been stealing Bert Kreischer's tour posters? You know, I can come up with $5. Be interesting to know who waste your time for fucking going to jail or even having to deal with cops, steal posters continuously. Then the toilet seat. Let's get back to Hitler's toilet seat here. It was from his Bavarian home in the Alps. Now they're expecting it to get like $15,000, but the bids are going to start at $5,000. It's going up for auction on February 8th at the Historical Auctions LLC in Chesapeake City, Maryland. If you're looking for a good tax write-off, buy it, donate it to Black Market News. It would be an honor to have one of the world's oldest stolen goods proven, not just word of mouth. I'm sure there's older ones that people say they got from here to here. But this is proven with pictures and everything. It would be a great honor to have it here in the Homegrown Studios. But it is kind of funny. Let's see. What is some of the world's... You go to Google and you want to see, what's the oldest stolen goods that are for sale out there or have been sold. And pretty much just takes you to the British Museum every time. Somewhere out there... Sorry for the downtime. Someone has looted the Sumerian seal. It's an ancient cylinder of seals. It was stolen from the Iraq Museum of Baghdad, and it still remains missing. There's more than 15,000 precious objects altogether. It's a lot of ancient information there, and someone's got it. Someone paid big money for it. I wonder what that was. Comment, let me know what you think. How much would someone pay for the ancient information from the Sumerians? Now, these were the people who called aliens gods. These were the people from Stargate and everything. They're telling us about the Goa'uld and exclusive. We're talking exclusive. Exclusive. We have another Black Market Entertainment exclusive this week. Home Alone, the movie, one of the greatest Christmas movies ever. Greatest Christmas movie ever. Is on YouTube for free without ads. We have an ad before the movie starts, but that's it. That's all I got. The channel is Secret Movie Club. 3 words there. Make sure you subscribe and hit the like button. Friendly reminder though, if there's a movie with Daniel Stern that you haven't seen yet, watch it before you get put in the camp for not wearing 3 masks at once. Now, I personally recommend you wear 2 masks, a face shield, and goggles. If that certain PPE does not have hashtag BMN pod written on the outside, you're 45% more likely to catch it. Make sure you get your markers out. Hashtag BMN pod right on the side. Keep yourself safe. I don't know where this science is coming from, but facts is facts. No, I'm just kidding, people. So I love comedians, podcasts, and I guess you're wondering what does that have to do with black market stuff. Well, a lot of them are jumping ship from California to avoid taxes. Not that they won't still pay some taxes, but I do too. That's how the world works. You don't want to get put in jail. Where they are fucking state governments out of millions of dollars. Joe Rogan is going to Texas. Andrew Schultz is going to Florida to do some work down there, tax-free. Tom Segura and many more are all trying to save that money. Yeah, they're going to save that money. They are comedians, so the merch cash is their black market game. You want to help them out, buy some t-shirts and posters when you go to their shows. People are going to shows and more are happening more and more every day. People just stop being afraid. Just go out and live life. You only get this one as far as I know. I can be wrong, but let's have fun with it. Now let's get started with the worldwide weed price guide. Washington State, we're $5 to $15 a gram, depending on indoor, outdoor, whoever's got the good stuff. But another news network, they did a report and said California and Washington State had some of the biggest black market cannabis markets in the country. And I'm probably going to have to argue this one because here in Washington, they pretty much cracked down on all the big personal grows. There's no one everywhere where there is a big space out here in the country. We have acres and acres of legal fields. Most of the black market in Washington State is like personal grows. Like, you know, say someone would do like a closet grow, maybe grow like a pound or two once, twice a year, and you can get maybe an eighth or a quarter from them every once in a while. And it's really good. It's great shit usually. Great. Nice frosty stuff. But for this certain news network to be saying that we have one of the biggest in the country,
You smoke too much sativa.
let's see, California, they're at 15 to 25 a gram, 65 for eighths. Go to dispensary, those taxes are ridiculous. They got the white runts, the cookies, lots of good strains out there on the streets. Oregon, they got shrooms, but they aren't giving them away. They got prices from $2,000 to $2,800 for a pound, and microdosing capsules from $10 to $15 a piece. Las Vegas is looking about $10 to $15 a gram or $60 a cube for Slurricane. Colorado's coming in around $80 an ounce in the legal stores. Someone get up with me and let me know what street prices are around there. Thanks for all the listeners out in Colorado too. Tell your friends. Madison, Wisconsin, we got $40 eighths or $225 to $300 for an ounce. They're smoking Gorilla Glue. Thanks Reddit user Wrinkled. That's Wrinkled with no W. RINKLED. Kentucky flower is at $200 to $250 an ounce. Indiana, $5 to $15 a gram for flower, $140 to $235 an ounce. Illinois, eighths are $25 to $60 ounce, $180 to $265. Virginia, they're coming in around $10 to $20 a gram or $240 to $300 an ounce. North Carolina, $15 to $25 a gram for flour, $30 to $50 a gram for oils. Rhode Island's coming in with $150 to $300 for an ounce. Maine with $6 to $10 a gram or around $2,500 a pound. New Jersey has nice concentrates priced around $200 a quarter ounce. That's $800 an ounce, and that's a good price on the East Coast. $800 to $1,000. That's a good price for an ounce. Canada, $5 to $10 a gram or $9 to $1,400 for a pound. That's around the Manitoba, Alberta area. Let's see, we'll start with Madrid. Spain is still coming in 5 to 8 euros a gram for flour or hash. This is your first time listening over in Europe. Flour is harder to transport through borders and other places, so, you know, they need to have hash to make it easier for trade. So the prices are usually around the same over there. At $8, they have the Amnesia. That's the good stuff over in Spain. If you get it, say you heard it on BMN Pod, the Black Market News Podcast. We have Macedonia. You know, thank you to the listeners over there in Macedonia. I appreciate it. And Skopje, flour is between $2 to $6 US dollars for a gram or $230 for a kilo. Just so you know, a kilo is 2.2 pounds, so that's about $100 for a pound if you buy it in bulk. They like to give it away. I know where my next vacation is going to be. I'm pretty sure it's legal there too, mostly, but they still have the black market running. Bucharest, Romania, 5 to 10 euros a gram. Bavaria, Germany, 10 to 15 euros for flour. A little bit cheaper for hash. I hear like 8 to 10 for the hash. Manchester, England is 10 to 20 for a gram or 140 to 210 an ounce. Thanks Reddit user James 85858. And I don't know if you guys used a euro or pound or what. I don't know what's going on over there. Fuck the governments, right? Oslo, Norway, they're selling 8s for 60 a euro, but since COVID, dealers have started giving 2.5 grams instead of 3.5 grams. 18 for Xanax 10, meth is 50 a G, cocaine 110 a G. Thanks to Reddit user Mr. Racer Hacker. Getting dry in here. I ain't got the heat turned off and everything. Poland is coming in at 40s watt for a gram of nice flour.
You smoke too much sativa.
Got Ecuador coming in at $20 a quarter ounce. You know, if you have any other information on South American prices or Central American prices of black market cannabis, let me know here at bmnpod@gmail.com or at bmnpod on Twitter. Jammu Kashmir, India, that's the India side at the India-Pakistani border. It's reporting 1,000 to 3,000 rupees for a full chali. That's $15 to $45 US. And the chali is a corn husk that they fill with hash and bury it to cure. I'd say that $15 would get you an ounce of hash in Kishtwar. Thanks to Reddit user I-hate-iPhones for the info. And that reminds me, we're on Apple Podcasts now. Thank you, Apple. Listen to us wherever you can. Southern India, they have Indian greens, which look like Reggie, for $4 US or 300 INR. The bag looks to be like 1/8 of an ounce. The guy didn't have a scale. It's basically like a cigarette cellophane filled with Reggie. That was $4. Malana, India, they are the hash capital of the world. Melania, it's not Trump's lady. The Malana cream is $15 to $25 US for a gram. That's a little over 4,000 for a kilogram. And that's not bad. The closer to Malana, the cheaper. If you ever go into India and you're a big smoker, that's the place to visit. Tell them Black Market News sent you. New Zealand, a gram is about $20 US. When I hear everything there is mostly small grows, like I say here in Washington. Everybody, just personal grows. Maybe someone could get a pound or two out of every couple months and just selling quarters to their friends. So nothing too big, but hopefully they might legalize here soon. Just remember, if your area was not mentioned or you disagree with reported prices, please send an email to bmnpod@gmail.com or message at bmnpod on Twitter and help me keep the news up to date. I appreciate you heads. Crack one open. I like you listening. This week's song that's free to download and share at freemusicarchive.org is Oopsie Daisy by Forget the Whale. They're a great band out of Jersey. I've listened to almost every song they have I could find on the internet, and I love almost every one of them. Look them up on Facebook wherever you can find them. And don't forget to like, review, and follow Black Market News wherever you're listening. Hit the buttons. It really matters to us, people. If you're scared, say you're scared.
You could say I've lost my mind. Oh, please, honey, you're being much too kind. 'Cause I've been known to make mountains out of little bumps in the road. When I'm left alone to my own devices, honestly, it'd be alright if you need to take a moment to see if it's worth your time. Oh, so do you walk away, live to die another day